Edgar Berlanga versus Steve Rolls. Who do y'all think is gonna win this fight? Before I get more into the video, I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe for more boxing and please hit that like button. It helps out the video, it helps out the channel. I'd really appreciate it. So yeah, this fight between Berlanga and Steve Rolls, for those who don't know yet, this fight will be taking place this weekend, this Saturday on the 19th of March, March 19, 2022, live at the Hulu Theater in Madison Square Garden, New York City, New York, USA, to be shown live on ESPN, regular ESPN, just letting you know. So yeah, it's a good fight, a good test for Berlanga to go out there and show what he can bring to the table and to show if he really is the real deal. And he needs to show that. He needs to show that in this fight if he really is the real deal. I'll be in Jersey this weekend visiting my in-laws. So I'm going to try to convince my wife if we could go see this fight live in person. The last time I checked, there were still some tickets available. So if there are tickets still available this weekend, I might be there live in person. Maybe. It's a big maybe because it starts at 10. The main card starts at 10 p.m. for some reason. That's pretty damn late if you ask me. I mean, I know New York doesn't sleep, but come on, man. I gotta sleep. But yeah, I'll try to convince my wife if if we can go see it at the Hulu Theater in the Garden this weekend. So anyway, before I talk about who I think will win, Berlanga, to those who don't know who he is still, a 24-year-old fighter from Brooklyn, New York, 18-0, 16 wins coming by way of knockout TKO. He had a good run of knocking people out until he, stepped up and fought some decent fighters in Demond Nicholson, I thought it was Desmond, and Marcelo Caceres, and ended up going the distance against those two. Struggled in his last fight, actually got injured in his last fight, so he had to get surgery. And now here he is in his first fight back, first fight of the year 2022 against Steve Rolls, a 37-year-old fighter from Canada, Toronto, Canada. 21-1, 12 wins coming by way of knockout TKO. He's coming off 2 wins in a row since suffering his one and only loss to Gennady Golovkin. It's hard to find some footage of Steve Rolls, footage of you could find of him here on YouTube right now. It's mainly the Triple G fight, and based on that, based on the Triple G fight, this is a fight that Berlanga should be able to go out there and win. Rolls is 37 years old now. Is getting up there in age. Nothing really too special from the Triple G fight that I saw that can give Berlanga some serious problem. He might get Berlanga here and there, but in the end, Berlanga should be too strong, too explosive for Steve Rolls. Like I said, this is a fight where Steve Rolls should be able to go out there and prove to the world that he is the real deal, that he is that next star from Puerto Rico that people can get behind and support. And he needs to show that in this fight against Steve Rolls. Because if he struggles against Steve Rolls, if he does not knock out or does not look good in this fight, people will continue to criticize him and saying he's just all hype, that he's not really, he was overhyped. Because Steve Rolls, he got knocked out in 4 rounds against Triple G. He had moments against Triple G here and there, but wasn't really enough to convince you that the stuff he showed in Triple G was not enough to convince me that he can beat somebody like Berlanga. So we'll see. We'll see how this fight will play out. I'm a believer in Edgar Berlanga. I think he is, in time, will be one of the best fighters at 168. Right now, obviously not. If you put him in there against the best 168 pounder, he would get destroyed against Saul Canelo Alvarez. But at the age of 24 years old, he has a long, long future ahead of him. He's not in his prime yet. Give him 4 or 5 years, he will be in his prime. Until then, right now, slowly build him up. And if he fails to pass this test, then and failing to pass this test is also looking bad in this fight. If he looks bad in this fight, in my opinion, he failed. But yeah, he needs to look good, man. He really does. He did not. He got a lot of criticism for his last fight, which is not necessarily a bad thing. But a lot of people are starting to doubt Berlanga. But we'll see. I'm still picking him to win. I still believe in Berlanga. I say round number 5 knockout TKO. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, many times before. Anything is possible in the sport of boxing. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And like always, have a great day. All right, thanks.